Hey guys, Offroad MudMowers. Today we're going to be working on my 2018 all-terrain lawn tractor form build-off. Enjoy! So today, we're going to be taking the fenders, the footboards, the dashboard, and the hood off of this, and most likely the front axle and the gas tank. Probably start cleaning some of the dirt and stuff off, and then we'll probably also start taking the shroud and the air cleaner off, and I'm going to be painting this part right here, all the way around here. This will be all red, and then this will be black, and I might even do these little things here as red. I think that'll look really good. I've done it before. I'm also going to clean this aluminum and the carburetor. I'm going to clean all of the grease and oil out of this. It looks really nice. So, let's get started. Well, I just took off the spring here that pulls the clutch here, and I have it going to the dashboard right where that little hole is. Kind of a dumb spot. And when it came off, I had the pliers up here and my hand shoved into this bracket. Camera can't really pick it up well, but it pretty hurt. It hurt a lot when I hit. So be careful when you're taking your clutch springs off. Looks like a racing mower. Looks like we'll have to do something with the oil filter, but that's how she's going to fit. I think the exhaust will clear because they even have a cutout for the coil, but I don't know how the coil had the oil filter. It might have been on the other side. Maybe it was folded up. Actually, there's some spacers that go in there that are about an inch. They look just like this. So you got these two little dots here. And those go on two little dots down there. Yeah, I think if we put all four of them in there, sit enough up, somebody's gonna get four more. Got some more here. Something right on this side. Looks like the oil drain here is gonna hit right here, but I probably bend it out pretty sharp and get it to come around here. Probably, or maybe go up a little bit so it's not gonna get stuck in all the dirt. So I'll figure something out for that one. Put the front one in. My tray. Just goes like that. Bring it back a little bit. And put the last one in. Maybe not. Tip back on those sides. That one's on and this one's on. You can see there's just enough room for the oil filter, but it still looks changeable how it is. And I've always remembered changing the oil filters on these V-twins. I mean the GT6000s, and they're really hard to get like paper towels on here so when it leaks. But it's about where the motor's gonna be sitting. Starting to look like a go-kart now. So I got most of the stuff off. Probably tip this back up. But I left the steering parts on, that and that, because I don't think it's going to matter too much if I have to sand it down how it is. But you can see on the steering this thing, kind of watch the tire on the steering wheel. It's not that bad. So I've got the engine sitting up here. I'm going to start taking the shrouds off so I can paint these and then clean any of the junk off that's been sitting up there underneath the flywheel. And down here by the carburetor there's a lot of oil down there. I've got the frame just pretty much bare right now. I'm going to purple power all of this dirt off. It will look really nice, and then I'll probably just scuff it down with a scuffing pad. Same with the fenders. Paint the fenders red and then paint the frame black, probably gloss black on the frame. Yeah, I think it's going to look pretty nice when we're done, so better get started tearing the engine down a little bit. So next I'm probably going to remove these tin shrouds here that keep the air flowing over the heads. There's a lot of dirt and grease building up in there. See all this stuff. I mean, you're not going to be able to see that, but it's going to look a lot better with that stuff all cleaned out of there. It'll look a lot shinier. It's got some PB Blaster on it, so should loosen up. Whew. Oh, bunch of dirt just, I think, with all the little breather there, right in my face. if you're wondering why I'm hitting it right here, it's because there's about that much slack in there, so there's no problem hitting it on this little thing. Nuts just there to protect the threads. Cannot find any good spots to put this. I think this is a pretty decent spot. Oh, no, it's not. Wow. Not going to budge. I am very surprised. Oh, I think it actually... Jeepers. It budged and then I had the nut kind of tight so it looked like it was still stuck. So when you're taking your flywheel off, make sure you don't lose your little key. It looks like it's going to stay in the shaft. There's the flywheel with a ton of dirt between the stator. Here's the little key. So, see, there's a little bit of dirt. Good thing I took that off because you don't want all that dirt sitting here on these stators, and you don't want any dirt in here. Most of it's from just mowing the grass. This little piece of tin. Sit right there. So I think that's as far as I'm going to go tearing it down wise. I've got pretty much all the dirt exposed. See, there's some oil leaking out of that seal, which clean off with some carburetor cleaner. There's none of this left. But I want to monitor that to make sure it's not going to leak anymore. Oops. And if it does leak, which it has just barely been leaking, I can probably replace it without having to take the whole engine apart. So you can see there's quite a lot of dirt built up in there. There's a lot of grease and everything. And not so much down here. Usually this is all covered, and usually these gaskets sit here and leak, which is probably the main reason why all of this is sitting up here, because these gaskets are leaking. You can see it's just all down here on these fins. It's like a head bolt. So we want to purple power the frame, purple power all of those, and then probably flip the engine straight up so I can get the sump cover. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part 2 of my all-terrain lawn tractor form build off. Next video probably going to be getting the frame and the fenders, purple powering all of this stuff off, painting that in the fenders and the frame, and then probably assembling the engine a little bit, get it mounted, see what's next. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Yeah, I might want to replace that starter gear. It's about a third way done.